Is authenticity a path of pain or peace? Before we answer this question, I want to thank you for watching. You are the most important part of this video. You are welcome here. Please help me in supporting as many individuals as possible by subscribing and clicking on the bell notification. Thank you. I am Arthur, and I assist individuals in living a life of true freedom by uncovering your truth and living an authentic life. Is authenticity a path of pain or peace? The problem is it may be both. If you are living in a situation right now where you are not being true to yourself or living an authentic life, it can actually disrupt your current situation in a massive way. How do I know? Because it happened to me. I was pretending to be happy on the outside when I was actually really struggling on the inside. Why? Because I wasn't being true to myself. How? Through psychological conditioning, social conditioning, and indoctrination. Here are 3 ways authenticity can bring peace. First, less stress in your life. The more authentic you are, the less stress you have in your life. Listen to what Dr. Selye states about inauthenticity. The biggest cause of stress is inauthenticity. Loss of authenticity is a significant cause of illness, both physical and mental. Most of our tensions and stresses come from compulsive needs to act the role of someone we are not. Or otherwise stated, the more authentic you are, the less you have to keep up a facade of who you are not, leaving room for peace and happiness. Living authentically leads to healthy and happy relationships. You attract and meet people in your life where you are currently at, in your real truth. That way, people can either accept you for who you really are or not. And it saves so much time and energy. There's no facade, there's no mask, there's just the real you. And that person can love you for you. And we're kind of doing a disservice when we put up a facade or a mask in those relationships because it causes confusion for the other person. Freedom from seeking approval from other people. When we are in a constant state of trying to please other people or organizations or institutions, that does not bring peace. When we are living authentically and we really don't care what other people think or believe about us, it brings peace and harmony. It may create a loss of friendships, but it brings peace within our own soul. Before we move on to 3 ways of how authenticity can actually be a path of pain, please, again, like, subscribe, and click the bell notification. The first way authenticity can be a path of pain, it can create very difficult changes in our life. And it absolutely did that for me. When you are in misalignment with your soul or your true self, and then you start shifting back into that or recreating that, because you may or may not even know who that is, which was in my case, that can cause disruption and changes in your current lifestyle, which really can cause pain. And it did for me. And I can sit here and tell you that it was all magical and blissful. The end result is that the process isn't. I had to make some very hard decisions and have some very hard conversations. The second way it's painful is judgment and criticism. As you start to become aligned and uncover your truth and recreate who you are and live authentically, your surroundings, your culture, your family may or may not be judgmental and give you criticism. The most painful of all, and that is an identity crisis. When you have lived such a long period of time in inauthenticity, or in a truth that you thought was truth, and then you come to realize it's not truth, it can be super painful and cause a massive identity crisis. And that is a whole journey in and of itself, to uncover your truth and go on a crusade of self-discovery of what you really want to create in your life and who you really are and what your identity is. And I feel you and I see you if you're going through that right now. Again, please post any questions or comments about this process. I am going to address this in more detail, but for the purposes of this video, I just wanted to illustrate how authenticity can be a path of peace, but it's also a path of pain. So again, please click on the subscribe and bell notification and like, and know that I see you, and help me support as many people who may be going through a process of uncovering their truth and trying to just live a more authentic life. I am here to help in any way I can. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, you are powerful, you are magnificent, and you are worthy exactly as you are right now in this moment. Let's go.